Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive, and I am late due to reasons of me not wanting to get off my own ass. That's where we are today. That's where we're starting off. I did not want to peel myself off my incredibly comfortable sofa, cuddling with my incredibly bizarre dog. But I did. It took me a minute, and then I realized my computer wasn't on, and so I had to turn it on. It took a while to load up, and then as I sit down to go live, I realized I don't have my cards. I have to go back and get my cards. Then I come in and I realize, oh, I don't have my water. So it's been a moment. This should be just a little bit. Nope, that's too much of me. Nope. That'll do. So I am now here. Last week for members, we had a whole celebrity. We looked at Ben and Jen and the royal family and Charles' health and Princess Catherine's health and a bunch of other stuff. And it was really, really fun. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you see it. Mercury, Barb's Wheel of Fortune, hello. Mercury went direct yesterday. We are also doing a Biggie and Tupac Drunk Tarot tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if you have ever been a member, and I have captured your email, and you have not unsubscribed from that, you got a link to join us on that live stream for free tomorrow. It is my gift to you. It is me saying, hey, come back to Third Eye Champagne. We love you. We miss you. Come join up again. But it is a freebie there for you tomorrow. So that's going on tomorrow. What's going on today? Yes, Donald Trump is using Arlington Cemetery for photo ops, which is, I'm not sure if it's actually illegal. Like, I don't know if it's fully illegal. I think it might actually be illegal because you can't use national monuments in campaigning. He doesn't seem to mind. And then I've been hearing various things on the internet about like his aides. Like somebody was like, they pushed her, and then somebody's like, no, they punched her. So I don't know what the F happened. Okay, so it is fully legal. Thank you, Melanie. I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently someone was pushed, assaulted in some way. I don't know what this guy's doing, man. I don't know what this guy's doing. Hi, Connie. I don't know what this guy's doing. So we have to do our, monthly check-in on the 2024 election, see if we still get weird cards. The last is weird. I did one reading. I don't remember if it was public or for members, but I do one reading and I'm like, oh, wait, this looks better. But then I feel like we did another reading after that and the cards looked weird again. So I'm going to check. I will check every week until we hit this loony election in the U.S. I want to do a really quick clearing for you guys and myself. So I just want to clear myself and everybody that is watching or will watch for the highest, most accurate information possible. And just so you know, when I do this, I picked this up from Sylvia Brown, from one of her books, which just, I don't know, the visualization helps me. But when I do this, and I do this when I do private readings also, I imagine your energy going into the sun and my energy going into the sun, and it gets cleared as it goes up into that light. Carol, you're a crack up. Okay, there we go. They pushed her. Okay, so she was pushed. Somebody said she was punched on the internet. I was like, just they're punching people? Okay, so we're going to check election first and foremost. I do want to remind you guys, once again, thirdeyechampagne.com and Patreon are open, are ready. They're $11 a month, and you get so much. You get an archive of over 600 videos. You get an archive of over 100, probably over 200 blogs by myself and guest contributors. You get live streams once a week. You get Drunk Tarot. It's so good. It's so good. And it's only $11. It starts at $11. The other thing I want to let you know before I get into this also, I am open for readings in October. It gets weird near the end of the year because everybody wants their 2025 readings, okay? If you are in Club 3333 on thirdeyechampagne.com, you will have first access to your 2025 reading. I will make sure that everybody in there gets their 2025 reading if you want one. Okay, so you are safe. If you're like, I do not want to miss out on a chance to get my 2025 reading, I would advise you join the club, join Club 3333, at least temporarily, to get your, to make sure you get a spot. But I am open for readings. Is it Bush endorsing Harris? Is Bush endorsing Harris? Oh yeah, we should look at Elon Musk. What a terrible person. All right, show me 2024 election. We'll start there. So I am open for October readings, and if you want a regular reading, you should get in on that. I am probably going to put past life readings on sale, inspired by Warrior Witch, so you can thank her, everybody. I'm going to go tomorrow and put them on sale. So if you want to get a past life reading, wait, because I'm going to put them on sale tomorrow for the month of October. TC's Life said, make sure you like this video so others can find it. Yes, please. Oh. What does Bobby think about his son's presidential election efforts? So what about his son with the whale? Was it a whale's head? Have you heard this? That he was like, there's a whale's head. Yep, everybody think Warrior Witch. I got very inspired by a request, and I was like, you know what? Let's make it cool for spooky season. We'll do past life readings on sale. Yeah, this is very interesting. Very interesting. I guess the daughter came out and said, oh, we strapped a whale to the car. Like, what? And that it was a whale's head strapped to the car, and there was like whale juice, isn't that fun, coming down over the cars. They were like driving down the freeway. I am still doing email readings. The sale ends. So if you make your request today, you'll be the last people to get the $34 discount. So yes, I am. And if you want that, email Christine today or tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 30th. So it ends on the 31st. So if you make the request till the end of August, then you're going to get that discount. Otherwise, the discount is over. Yeah, the whale thing. What is that? This guy's out of his mind. And then somebody said, oh, he's always been fascinated with animals, or possibly even dead animals. They were like, he's just a quirky little guy. That worm ate his brain. Okay, the worm ate his brain, and prior to the worm eating his brain, I don't know what his excuse was. I know a lot of people have a lot of speculatory comments that they want to make about what his excuse was. It's something wrong. That is my something wrong. Email me at kirstenlangstonauthor@gmail.com to capture your discounted email reading. Yeah. Right. The daughter is apparently dating Ben Affleck. I don't know if that's true. How is Zac Efron? What? What's going on with Zac Efron? You think RFK was involved in his wife's self-offing? Wow. So one of the big things here, which is why you should be a member or a patron, I'm just calling them all members now, you can join either one, is that I have to censor myself on all social media. I have to say, there's things I can't say. There's certain things I can't even read on. I have to be really careful. And this is just a product of my shadow banning that happened, back in 2017. Might have been 2018, but I'm pretty sure it was 2017. Oh my God, is he okay? I did not know this. Zac Efron was found face down in a pool, and he had to be pulled out by two people. Jesus, I hope he's okay. Wow. So if you want to see me uncensored and ad-free, pay the $11. You are supporting a small business when you do so. This is my business. This is not my side hustle. This is not something I do for fun, although it is fun. It is my work. Oh, yeah. Okay. We can look at Zac Efron. All right. So election. Here we go. Well, oh, my brain. Okay, we've got new energy here, so we love to see that. I love this. I love this. We've got new energy here. Have to be careful with all the naked people because YouTube doesn't like that. So we've got new energy here. Okay, we have a shift in energy. I see that here. I love this too. Okay, we have real good new positive energy, and that is also here. Fabulous. Then we get to the thing we cannot see. There's something we cannot see. Trump is in the home environment on the election, which I find very interesting. Already, Texas has purged a lot of people off their voter rolls, which some people are finding suspicious. I'm not surprised. I think we're going to see a lot more of this. But this is odd. And then we get this. Look at this, like a false victory. So we're gonna just do a little bit more here. Look separately at the two candidates. But false victory, and then what do we see here? Oh, okay, legal. It goes legal. It goes legal. So let's look at Trump, and then we'll look at Harris and take a peek at what cards we're getting. I'm not so worried, quote unquote, that Trump will win. Even though the cards flip flop, they have flip flopped. He's going to win. He's not going to win. He's going to win. He's not going to win. I am more concerned with these weirdo cards. I am more concerned about some weird, bizarre, shitty, unprecedented thing going down and him getting handed the presidency, which is not the same as him winning. So you have to be very careful how you ask the cards these questions. My guides predicted a Biden win way back in 2019. 2019, I think it was. Maybe even, no, it was 2019. They said Biden will run in 2024 and will win. Obviously, Biden is not running. Guides were incorrect. Biden chose not to run. Had he run, I think he would have won. I have not heard from my guides. I have not heard from my guides with regards to a Harris win. So and that's the tricky thing about this stuff, because he did run. Technically, Biden was running for president. So my guides were actually not incorrect. It's tricky. This stuff is tricky. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen with Trump for the election, 2024 U.S. election. Show me, is Trump sworn in as president in 2025? I'm reading your chat as you guys chit chat. Biden is owner time with Harris. That's his win too. Yeah, I know, it's kind of where I am. I broke my nail. This is minutia of my life. I broke my thumbnail like way, way, way down here, and then you just sort of have to wait for it to rip. It's just one of those. It's like, oh, it's irritating. It's catching on everything. All right. Is Donald Trump sworn in? He gets really good cards. Okay, Kamala Harris is showing up in his cards. Okay. He's getting very good cards. I have to tell you, yeah, Band-Aid's a good idea. I have to tell you this. Shit like this that people might mistake for me being a bad psychic. I'm not a bad psychic. I'm very good at what I do. And I'm very confident in saying I'm very good at what I do. Nobody's 100% right 100% of the time, and we all know that. Having these bizarre cards flip-flop like this is not the result of me being a bad psychic. It's this energy. I don't know what's going on. And I'm really reading it deeply in the details. Hi, Denise. Denise says, smash the like button. Good. Everybody please smash the like button. It helps. So here we have, is he sworn in? And we see him with a victory card here. Okay. All right. We see him with the arrows of love in his home environment. But the root of the reading is the death card. So I'm thinking he's fated to lose. He's fated to lose. He's fated to go away. It's the death card. Looks like it's set in stone. But if that's the case, why am I getting these really nice cards here? You know, it's strange. So the moon is here. And one of the ways I teach tarot, I talk about Shakespeare. In Romeo and Juliet, Juliet says to Romeo, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, because it moves too much. You can't swear by the moon. It's not a steady, sturdy thing. So this, thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. You don't tell people just what they want to hear, like many other readers too. And I know nothing about tarot. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. So this to me says variable. This to me says variable. So right now it's like, okay, he's fated to lose, but why are his cards so damn good? I don't know. And then Harris is here in his cards as well. Harris is coming in with Judgment and the Sun yet again. Okay, so we like this. I'm gonna look at her cards next. But she's getting this guilty card. Now, I don't think Kamala Harris is going to cheat to win. We do have someone who shall remain nameless that has already tried to cheat to win. I'm not going to mention his name. We don't need to call him out. We don't need to call him out, right? So it looks like he might try to steal this from her, but he's not going to get away with it. What I want is that legal card out of these cards. I just don't like it. I would much prefer to just see an outright win rather than this Supreme Court stuff that is floating around in these cards. I don't like it. We can't trust the Supreme Court. Okay, so let's see, is Harris inaugurated in 2025? And then I've heard a lot of rumblings about economy in the U.S. We're going to look at that. This is not a U.S.-centric channel, by the way. So if you live in another country, and I do frequently read on the U.K., and I do want to take a look at how Keir Starmer's doing. But if you want me to read on something where you live or where you are from, or where your family lives, please make the request. This is all by request. I read, well, not all, because sometimes I have my own stuff I want to read on too, but I read on what you guys want me to read on. So if I'm ever reading on stuff that you want me to read on, if I'm not doing it, if you're like, why doesn't she read on X, Y? Ask. You don't pay to play here. I don't take money for that. What I do ask is that, you give me a like, you subscribe, and if you're really into what I'm doing, that you become a member of thirdeyechampagne.com or my Patreon. Okay. It's much more value, than paying $20 or $10 or $5 to get somebody to answer your question. You pay $11 and shit, and you get so much content. Okay, see, this is what I don't like. Okay, see, okay, there's something weird going on here. Now, Kamala Harris, is she inaugurated in January 2025? This energy is in flux, and I will say this till I am blue in the damn face. Okay, so we do have the threat of a Supreme Court decision or some kind of legal hassle threatening. It's hanging over the Celtic cross. It's in the sky position on the Celtic cross. So it has not yet entered the chat, all right? This also came out off to the side when I did the last spread. It has not yet entered the chat, but it is here. This thing is in flux. It is absolutely in flux. Now, what's on top of her? Well, the cards are saying, hey, she's not in the clear. This woman is not in the clear. So the energy around her is volatile. She needs to be defensive, hands down. What else is in her cards? The damn Tower. Okay, so I don't like this. It's coming in with the World and the Strength card. This is in tarot speak, these are your bold, underlined, italicized, all caps kind of cards. So she does have volatile energy hanging around her win. It is hanging around her win. There is volatile energy hanging around that. I don't want to see it. What's next? Oh, it's the sneaky card. So again, you know, this is consistent. I don't think this woman is going to cheat to win. I really don't. I just don't. She just doesn't seem like the type, quite frankly. I've always said this. I know I'm not rah-rah Kamala Harris. I'm not really rah-rah. You have to really get me like geeked up, you know, and she doesn't do it for me. I was very into Hillary. I really was. And Elizabeth Warren I love. Very few politicians do I give a shit about. I don't care. So I'm going to vote for Harris, obviously, but I'm not like, rah, rah, Kamala Harris. I don't give a shit about her. I don't. People are like, it makes you more neutral. But if you're expecting me to be like, I love her, you're not going to get it. But having said that, this is not a cheat. She's not a cheat. She's not a liar. She's not. But these cards are around her, which means someone is probably likely, who shall remain nameless, going to attempt this. They're going to try something on her. However, her outcome cards are very nice. So she does get a victory card here. So as of this moment right now, okay, timestamp it, because this energy is weird, it's volatile, it's moving. That's why I'm going to look at this often. Plus, as a tarot nerd, I am fascinated to see what cards remain, what cards leave, what cards change. The future is not set in stone. It's not. That's why I don't do a shit ton of fortune telling in my private readings. I want to help you. I want to give you advice. I want to give you great, wisdom from your guides, from my guides, from the cards. And I don't mind doing fortune telling, but you have to understand it's not set in stone. It's really not. After a while, everything sort of gets, you keep going down that road of life, you keep making choice after choice, something will end up set in stone. This election, her win, to me, not set in stone, not with these volatile cards around it. Oh, and look what is on the top of the deck. Again, the moon. Again, the moon. So there's a lot of volatile, weird energy hanging around this thing, particularly Harris, because she's under attack. I mean, I think that's the move here, It would have been with Biden. It would have been with anybody that they had chosen. So read it a month before the election. Yeah, it's just so much volatile energy. Ask about the VP. No, they wouldn't be less volatile. No, it's the energy around this whole thing. It's just wild. The moon screaming nonsense. Yeah. I mean, it is a card of lunacy. So right now I do see Harris. Knock wood. I will knock on wood for that one. Hello, chair. Right now I do see Harris winning. So this is a plus. But I don't like this legal card that's hanging out with her. I don't like these volatile cards that's hanging out with her. Okay, so I have heard so many people saying that the U.S. economy is about to tip. I mean, I don't know why people are panicking so hard. I've had quite a few, we're headed for a recession. We're not going to get away from it. We can't get out of it. A lot of people talking about the Fed, Jerome Powell's waiting too long to lower the interest rates. And I've had people on the internet, Warren Buffett's selling a bunch of stock. He knows something we don't. We'll take a peek at the economy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's look at the House and Senate, Kate. That's a great idea. Katie, sorry. Economy's sturdy. They're laying a lot of people off. Now, the money cards here are good, actually. Okay. Money cards are good, actually. Honestly, the money cards are not bad. It's more, basically they're telling you right here, well, it's more good than bad. You may have things to stress out about, but it's more good than bad. 45 said something very strange at his rally today. He said Capone had less indictments than him, and Capone got people killed. Oh my God. So I don't think we have too much to worry about economy-wise. I'm not seeing anything crazy. Okay, and that concludes my request to myself. So we'll start with you guys now. We'll take a peek at the House and Senate. Show me, does the Senate stay blue? Majority Dems in 2025. Show me that. Little Sparrow says, I feel like we have to be observers to the chaos. Try not to worry about too much. Oh yeah, you can't worry about it. We got this ultimately. Yeah, you can't worry about it. No, I find it fascinating. These cards. This is now I'm getting a Scorpio obsession. I find it utterly fascinating. These cards that are surrounding this election, that are surrounding Harris, they haven't shifted. And I want to see Trump. It's weird because why is it showing him happy? I want to see him with these devastating cards, you know? I want to see him with absolutely devastating cards. And it's like, nope, he's happy, but he doesn't win. Hello, the king. These are good cards for Dems retaining the Senate. But guess what else I see here? I mean, this is nuts to me. So these are nice cards. They seem to have pretty good cards here. They seem to do quite well. They have the Justice card at the root of the reading. I like this. They have the 10 of Cups. We like that too. We see them maintaining steady here. It looks very nice. But this election is going to be wonky. There you go. I'm shuffling. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear to you. I'm shuffling extremely well. And I'm still getting these wacky cards. Let's look at the House. See if the House goes blue. I think it's going to, but let's take a peek. He doesn't want to be, Sean says he doesn't want to be president. He just wants to stay out of jail and grift at the same time. Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You don't want the business of having to be president, dealing with all that crap. You just want to not go to jail and still get a bunch of money for just being you. I mean, people are literally paying this man just to be himself, which is kind of like the American dream in a weird way. I'm feeling very practical today. I'm not feeling whimsical. I'm feeling very like businessy. Like we should be looking at important things today. Is there some sort of event that is going to postpone things like a volcano? Is that a little volcano emoji? I applaud your use, Lishki girl, of the volcano emoji. I don't think so. Damn, they might actually take the House too. It's going to be close. They might actually manage it. It's going to be close though. I'm not seeing the cards that I was seeing for the Senate, which is like, hey, these look really good. I am seeing nice cards, but there's a couple things here. So the Sun, yes, okay, fine, that's good, but then it's also giving me the Sorrow card. So it's more good than bad. But what I do love is this at the root of the reading because it's showing a Dem victory beautifully, absolutely beautifully. I think you're going to get a new body here. You're going to get a new body of people. I do. I think they're going to take the House. Oh, let's look at his health, Denise. That's a nice question. Will 45 have a health event before the election? A lot of people are predicting it, like astrologers. I know readers are. It's kind of what's floating around right now. Let's see what Auntie's cards get. Let's see what Madame Ruby sees. Again, if you got here late, don't forget, tomorrow is the Biggie and Tupac Drunk Tarot. I do have a feeling Bobby Kennedy's going to have a lot to say about this election, even though tomorrow is going to be about to unsolved mystery, slain rappers. But I have a feeling there's going to be, I just feel it. I'm just like, oh, this guy's going to want to chat. He's going to hijack it. I better dress nicely. And if you were a member or a patron and did not scrub yourself off my email list, you are being gifted that live stream tomorrow. The recording will not be available to you, but if you can make it tomorrow and you want to join us on that live stream, please do. 5 p.m. tomorrow. It will be on Zoom so that we can be uncensored. Uncensored. Okay, health event. Let's see how his health is shit. Like it's not like this guy has good health. What did he call him? The hamburgers? What did he say? What was that? Hamburgers? Is that what it was? He had too many hamburgers. Obviously, tomorrow I want to look at Biggie. I want to look at Tupac. I want to look at Puffy. I want to look at the mysteries surrounding the death, the energies surrounding how they were taken out. And tomorrow's gonna be a weird one. I already know it. I already know it is. I just know it. I should feel it. I can feel the vibes, which is good because I think the last drunk tarot we did was Rasputin, and I was my least favorite drunk tarot I have ever done. It truly, truly was. Okay, so okay. So specifically asking for health cards for Trump. This is wild. First of all, it looks like they're like, here, have some new medication. So it looks like they're trying to put him on new meds. It's the first thing I see on him. To me, for whatever reason, pentacles always show your health. But for me, this is not coming in as, oh, he has great health. And I'll tell you why. I gotta hide this card because the naughty pictures that YouTube doesn't like. Oh, okay, that's boobs. There we go. It came in with this card, the Lovers. That's someone trying to help you. That is someone, it's not him having a new love interest. It's not. Nobody's touching this guy. Also, he might smell a little. Has this been confirmed? Do we know of the smelling? But to me, it says here, let me try to help you have some new meds. Now, what he does, the doctors are telling him he's fine. So whatever test he's had, whatever they're looking at, they're like, no, you're fine. There's your doctor card right there. There's your happiness and joy card right there. Now, what's crossing him? Now, it's the heart. It's the heart. It's the blood. It's the circulatory system. Can't talk. It's fine. Circulatory system. Yes, it could be a stroke, but this is what he's at risk for. It is crossing him. This is the health issue. The health issue. Diaper smell. You guys are cracking me up. So this is what, yes, I can look at the current Japanese typhoon. This is what we're looking at. And it looks like he's cruising towards some kind of circulatory problem. So again, it could be, I don't know, thrombosis. I don't know. It could be heart, could be aneurysm, could be stroke, but it will be the blood. It will be the blood. It doesn't mean that it's going to take him out. It doesn't. But that's what's crossing him on the Celtic. So if he were my client, what I would say to this man, first, I would say, I'm not a doctor and I can't treat or diagnose anything. And you should listen to a doctor before you listen to a psychic. That's the first thing I would tell him. The second thing I would tell him is, I don't like seeing this card. Donald, I don't like this for you when I'm asking about your health. It's about your heart. It's about your blood. It's coming in with the PTSD card. This is something you should be defensive about. It's entirely, I want to actually do another spread on this. It's entirely possible that the hectic pace of him trying to campaign, getting all geeked up and screaming at people is actually hurting him, really hurting him. So his end card here, he does get the 5 of Pentacles, telling me that there is a health event, but comes in with another naked card. No boobs. No boobs for you. Sorry, guys. Comes in with another naked card. Comes in with the star. So if there is a health event, I don't think it takes him out like kills him. I don't. I'm gonna do one more health spread on him. But I would tell him, go to a doctor, get all the tests you need. I'm sure he's gotten them. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're looking at whatever they need to look at as far as what is he at risk for a heart attack. But, and I would also say, sir, if you are doing this, running around like this, you need ultimate downtime. If you are insisting on campaigning, he doesn't know. He has no self-awareness. He doesn't know what's going on in his own body. He has absolutely no idea. He's just like, you know, I don't know, like a kid, like a 2-year-old, you know, like when they cover their eyes and they're like, look, I disappeared. Like that's his understanding of his own body. He doesn't pay attention to himself. Absolutely doesn't. Does everybody still find it really weird that like we have no information, like the shooting thing was in and out in the media, like super fast. We have no information. They're not making a big thing out of it. Does anybody else find that strange? Because I find it very strange. I'm not saying conspiracy theory. I never did. I don't think this man staged his own, you know what? Sorry, censored YouTube, super fun. But it's weird as hell. Usually the media, you know what I mean? That's like gold for them. They should still be talking about it. It didn't even happen that long ago. Oh yeah. So there is, yeah, his health. King's awfully mad. I'd have to go grab him if he doesn't stop. Overall, right now, I mean, it's not. He's not getting the best cards. It looks like there's people, more naked people. Isn't that fun? They should be paying attention to something that they're not paying attention to. So there is an observational issue here with the devil. There is something unseen or unknown that maybe they can't pay attention to it. But there is an underlying issue. Again, I'm going to go back to heart, blood, what have you. He does have the 5 of Pentacles on him. Yes. Okay. But the rest of his cards are fine. Honestly, the rest of his cards, it's not like, oh, tower, disaster. See, oh my God, wait, there's the tower here. Just saw it. Okay. So possible disaster, chaos, but his end cards are still good. Honestly, look at his end cards. They're fine. Empress, the Sun, 9 of Pentacles. These are really good cards. These are really good health cards. So I honestly, like if you're expecting something to, and I'll ask this, does he drop out of the race early? I know a lot of people are asking that too. But if you're expecting him to drop dead before November, I'm sorry. I think you're going to be disappointed. But let's look and see, does he make it all the way to November? Talking about, I'm going to flee to Venezuela. I told you he was thinking about leaving the country. Said that in like 2017. I'm like super putting off this nose job. More minutia of my life. I really do have to go get my nose fixed, not for an aesthetic reason, for breathing reasons, and I'm just putting it off. Like, I gotta stop. Gotta get it done. Speaking of health cards. Also, I want to thank everybody, as usual, for being with me today, for tuning in, for subscribing, giving me that thumbs up, telling your friends and family and all of your people about me, and being members, joining the Patreon, buying readings from me. I can't thank you enough for your support. I really can't. It's sincere. It's a very sincere thing I'm telling you. I said this last week to members. I said, you guys are the only reason I'm here. And it's true. And it's terrifying. In a way, to not have like I don't know, like a corporate job or something. I don't know. Something terrifying about it. Okay. Well, honestly, he's got a lot of weird energy around him. So I'm asking, does he make it all the way to November? It's entirely possible he doesn't. It's entirely possible he does not. It really is. But but the guy, ooh, okay, download. The guys are telling me that they're like, no, trust me, you want him to make it to November. Trust me, trust me. They're like, no, 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 you want him to make it. You don't want to deal with alternatives. You don't want to deal with alternatives. They're like, don't even entertain alternative ideas on this. It's not a good timeline. They're like, don't even say it. They're like, Kirsten didn't even say it out loud. They're saying flat out, trust us. You want this guy to make it to the finish line. Trust us. You do not want to entertain an alternate timeline on this. They're so adamant about this. They're like, they're like, because I can see it. They're like, don't list the possibilities. Don't say a word. Just shut up. But you do not want this. You do not want him. You want this guy to make it. Guides are also telling me it's a very slim chance that he wins. There's a very slim chance that he is inaugurated in 2025. They're telling me it's very, very slim. And yet they are telling me, yes, there's incredibly volatile energy around him and the election and election day. There's volatile energy around Harris. And it's like it's baked in. So her presidency, it's not going to be normal. There's volatile energy around the presidency. Now, volatile doesn't necessarily mean bad, but they are absolutely telling me, they're like, it's baked in. It's baked in. It's just weird. It's just weird stuff. And I don't know if this is a Pluto and Aquarius thing or what, but they're telling me that they are saying you don't want to deal with alternative timelines on this. You're on a very good trajectory. It's a very slim chance. It's still there though. It is a chance that he could win. The energy is sitting there. The energy is strange. It moves in different ways. What they're showing me also is they're saying that things like this, there's usually a straight line. It's just a straight line. It's from point A to point B, straight line. And with this, you get to a certain point in the line, so from A to B, and then they show me these ghost lines coming out of it. And it looks like wiggly hands, but they're showing me ghost lines. So that's how they are showing me the weird energy. It's like, it's not a straight line. This is the strongest line that we're on, him losing and slinking away. They're also telling me more convictions. There's more convictions for this guy. This guy gets convicted of more stuff. Yes. And they're showing me money. Like, it's weird the way they're showing it to me. It's like pirate booty. It's like this guy's a pirate. It's like he made out, you know what I mean? It's like he stole money. They're showing me pirate booty, which is really weird. That's just how his money is feeling, I guess. I don't know, but they're showing me it in that certain way. They're not showing me like US paper dollars. They're showing me gold. You know what I mean? Like chests of gold. And they're telling me that he has become monstrous, a caricature of a person, a caricature of himself. He doesn't know. Oh, God. They're telling me he can't distinguish between fantasy and reality. And you can take that as you will. You can take that. I don't know how to interpret that. I'm just going to give you word for word what they're telling me. Cannot distinguish between fantasy and reality. And a lot of they're showing me his kids are like that too. Like, they don't live in the same world that you and I are living in. They do not. They sort of created this bubble that an umbrella that they're all under. It's giving Paris Hilton vibes, honestly. Show me what else. Okay, so with regards to the volatility around election day, what you, as in all of us, what you need to do is maintain your trajectory by maintaining your energy. As solid as your energy can be, that's as solid as it should be. As convinced you are of a Harris win, like that's how you need to be. You have to hold it. You have to hold it. You can't entertain other possibilities, because these ghost lines are out there and you don't want them getting stronger, right? I don't want to see, line 5 getting really, really strong when our A to B trajectory starts to get weaker and weaker. I don't want to see that. Concentrate on a positive outcome. Because there's volatile factors, it actually gives individuals more agency over how things play out because the energy is not set in stone, which means that we're influencing it more than we're not influencing it. Tell me what else. They're saying, this is weird. They're saying there's going to be an island exploding out of the sea. And that the vents in the sea floor are going to be pushing out more like hotter air. There is a reckoning coming on climate change fairly quickly. Global. This is a global issue. It's going to be a global problem. They're also telling me like less planes will be flying. They're going to be pulling planes off. They're going to be pulling planes. I don't know if this is in regards to climate change. I don't know. They're just saying, no, they're pulling planes. They're going to be pulling planes. I don't know if it's Boeing just sucks now. I don't know, but they're pulling planes. They're telling me that, oh, there's going to be less planes flying. And several really important archaeological finds are going to be discovered within the next 5 to 8 years that will redefine how human history has been perceived. They're also in the US going to be putting up like all these Native American monuments. Like there's monuments that weren't built by colonizers. They're going to be like, oh, this is protected. Oh, if you want, if you want to go see this, you have to go to the national park. Like these things, there's going to be things that are protected that are declared monuments that are made by natives, like really, really, really early natives. But history is going to be turned on its ear. The idea of people not traveling in boats or whatever it is, or people not being, the Vikings or whatever. I don't know what this is, but they're like basically saying it's going to turn it on its ear. More global travel than we realized. People came from so many different places, and they're also telling me that that there's a lot of with regards to the disease in Africa on the continent right now. They're like it gets worse before it gets better. They get hit by a wave. It's like boom, boom, boom. They get hit by like 3 separate things, and it gets worse before it gets better there. And if they're warning anybody, they're saying if anybody's from there, anybody's traveling to there, they're telling you to be very, very careful, extremely careful. And they're also telling me that, quote, China's going to make a move soon, something aggressive. There's going to be something aggressive coming from China. Now, it's not necessarily against the US, so don't think that that's specific there, but they're saying they're going to make a move soon. They're going to make an aggressive move. It doesn't do anything technically. It's not like it's going to start a, conflict, but there's an aggressive move made, something they want or have wanted for very long. They're going to make a move towards. There's certain things I cannot talk about. They're telling me about right now that I cannot talk about because of being censored on YouTube. They'll just throttle my engagement, so I can't talk about it. But it does have to do with certain places where there's extreme conflict right now. 2 places I'm thinking of specifically. I cannot talk about it. I can't. I won't. I'm not going to do that to myself. It just ruins my business. So I will. I'm actually know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a written blog about it tomorrow for members. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Thank you. Okay. What else? Tell me. They're showing me a lot of growing pains. Everybody's having a lot of growing pains. You're looking for disaster, you're not going to find it. Globally speaking, they're saying you're looking for disaster, you're not going to find it. You're looking for these mass events that are going to, be awful and terrible and involve the whole world and da 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 da. Like, you're not going to find it. You're looking for it. So many people are looking for it. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. They're also telling me that inequities will be righted within the next 200 years. There's a lot of stuff that is unequal, that is out of balance, and that's between people. That's people stuff. That's societal stuff. It's going to be righted within the next 200 years. Very slow, very very slow to start. They're giving me images of, early 1900s, and these, big factory buildings, shirtwaist, triangle shirtwaist fire, that kind of stuff. Like, that stuff, that's going to get fixed. All that's going to get fixed globally, but it takes a long, long time. We're headed towards a mass shift in consciousness that actually brings people to a better place. So it seems really weird and messy, but there are shifts in consciousness taking place now. We're going to see evidence of. You're going to get universal. I've said it forever. You're going to get universal healthcare in the U.S. You are going to get it. You are going to get taxpayer sponsored healthcare. You're going to get it. It's going to happen. I think we're closer to it now than ever. But there are also things that have been deemed acceptable by societies globally that will no longer, people are going to go, oh my God, that's barbaric. That is barbaric. That's kind of why my mind made the leap to healthcare, because that's kind of, barbaric to me. But they're telling me that there's a really big shift, the way that people do things, see things, live their lives. The way that, people are like back in the day when they were like, spanking is fine, and now it was like, shouldn't spank the kids. Like, it's these mass shifts coming in. There's also going to be a really big shift between masculine and feminine energy. The feminine is getting a lot of its power back. The masculine, collectively, the masculine wants to help. Okay, so I know it doesn't seem that way. I know it seems like it's incels and Trumpers and all these, idiots, just want to yell at you. And a lot of it's bots. But they're showing me that there's a transfer of power from masculine to feminine energy, and because the masculine collective energy actually truly wants to help. It is actually striving to get itself in balance. You have a lot of these outliers. They're just very, very loud, but they are outliers that are seemingly the opposite. They don't want to help. They don't want balance. They're very threatened, but they're small in number. That's what the guides are telling me. These are big things. These are very, very big things. There's also going to be religious scandal. Something's coming where somebody's like super outed. The usual, right? I smoked meth and had sex with a pool boy. It could involve little kids, but there's something here where somebody, it's a pretty big deal. There's somebody here that's outed religiously speaking. You're going to see more, and this is going to be global as well, more undamming of rivers. They just did a big one up here in Northern California. You're going to see a lot of that, like return to nature type stuff. That's also going to be global. There's going to be a hefty problem in Australia. It feels like some kind of environmental disaster somewhere on the continent of Australia, but I see that very clearly. They're not worried. They're like, no, you're not going to descend into fascism. They're like, don't worry, but you want to keep your eyes on the prize. They're like, collective energy wise, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're also showing me Putin with a tremor in his left hand. Could be his right hand. I could be seeing the opposite, but this man has a tremor. I don't know if this is figurative or literal, but they're showing me a tremor. The guy has a tremor. And it's indicative of something. Like, this is indicative. This means something. But it may not mean a health problem. I don't know what it means, but they're showing me his hand is shaking. He can't control his hand. There's so many different ways to interpret it. It could be, okay, he's got Parkinson's, but it could also be that, the hand that he's using to hold everybody down, he can no longer, you know what I mean? It's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. You're going to see a big changeover with world leaders in the next, the vibe, everything shifts. Everything shifts. These people, it's old school stuff, and maybe this is Pluto and Aquarius, but they're showing me like it's new school shit. There's just more coming. different people in charge bringing different vibes. It seems like it's been the same old people in charge forever and ever and ever. That's about to shift. There's also going to be a massive cultural shift with regards to music. The music scene is about to shift. It reminds me of, when grunge came in, when Elvis Presley came in. There's a shift, the Beatles. There's a shift coming here. There's also going to be an older, prominent male musician that passes away. I'm leaning towards somebody in the Rolling Stones, but I do not know, but somebody is about to bite it. What else can you show me? This is big. This is just a huge download. Just a huge download. Yes, there's going to be health breakthroughs as far as the thing that we've been dealing with since March of 2020 that I can't talk about, that thing. There's going to be massive breakthroughs. There's a massive breakthrough coming. Big. I don't know if it's the long haulers or some kind of prophylactic. I don't know, but it's big. It's big, 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 big. Is there anything else? Yeah, okay. Last thing. And listen, not a doctor, not an environmentalist, but they're saying be careful with the fish that you're eating. Like wild caught ocean fish. Be careful with the fish. Be careful with the fish. Like, don't eat too much fish. It's got to be mercury, right? Maybe it's Fukushima. I don't know. Maybe it's microplastics. I don't know. They're just saying be careful with the fish. Okay. God, I've only been on here an hour. It feels like I've been on here forever. I guess it's just lots of information coming out. Okay. All right. Will U.S. food companies finally stop addicting their own people? That's such a good question. And I think probably not anytime soon. Okay. What else do we want to look at? I don't know. They just said fish. They're not known for being the most specific at times. Ooh, stock markets. I like that one. Let's take a peek at that. Oh, and Zac Efron. Yes. Perfect. Thank you guys again for being here and supporting me. We have almost 300 in the chat today. Artem and Nikki Bella. Joel Osteen. Did Joel Osteen do something? First time listening to Third Eye Champagne. Welcome, Donna. Thank you for being here. Hey, Debbie. Debbie is an amazing healer, you guys. By the way, just FYI. FYI, if you're looking for somebody, you can read all about her at thirdeyechampagne.com if you look under the collective and go to practice readers and healers. Welcome to the crazy. I don't know that I know I did read on Blake. I did read on Blake. Yes, I did. All right, let's check the stock markets. Oh, I like this question. Is Melania a Russian plant KGB style? Oh, I love that. Okay, that's a good one. Am I excited for Drunk Tarot? Dude, Drunk Tarot is going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm feeling myself. Oh my God. So I do have to say, which is like not my favorite thing, but my guides were like, by the way, because I hate mediumship. I hate it. I always preface it by saying, I don't know what I'm talking to. I know I'm not crazy. I'm not hearing voices. I know that much. But can I guarantee that I'm talking to Aunt Maureen who passed away? I cannot. Even if she knows every little thing about you and things that only she would know. I can't tell you that. I don't know that for a fact. That shit freaks me out. I'm not saying I'm talking to demons. I'm just saying I don't know what I'm talking to. But the guides were like, yeah, mediumship, Kirsten, it's going to get even better for you. Like, you're going to like, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. They're like, nope, it's going to get stronger. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Just so not interested. Not interested. Stock market, I'm not in love with it. Honestly, not in love with it. I don't see disaster. I don't see Black Friday. I don't see 1929. It's okay. The stock market is here. It's showing up in its own reading. Hello, there it is. And it's kind of like, okay, it doesn't have the best energy around it. Volatility. There it is. Devil came off to the side. Oop, naked people. More volatility. We know it's a bubble. We know it's real. It's not real. It's fake. It's just pure speculation. It's just legal gambling. That's really all it is. Let me put it to you this way. It's more steady than it is unsteady. But there is an element of unsteadiness here. Literally, if you're reading tarot, this is your Hanged Man card. It's the steady card. He's not going anywhere. He's not moving. This is a card called Bound. But if you look at it really closely, you can see that she's standing on a swamp. This is literally a card that tells you something is not sturdy, is not steady. So this one has precedence over this one. This one is Major Arcana. This one is not. So it's more steady than unsteady. Not in love with the cards around it. I'd like to see like, oh my God, impossible games. What's going on? I'm not getting that. But I don't see disaster. Okay, so Zac Efron was found face down in the pool. Does anybody have any other information? It's Monopoly money, yeah. Okay, well now I want to read on Melania. Like, you got me like, all right, is she KGB? Is she a honeypot? Stay the hell away from bonds. Celtic Seer, stick to the fundamentals and stay the hell away from bonds. Be prepared to accept less gains at the moment. Be risk adverse. Well, thank you, Celtic Seer, for that. Okay, so let's see. Does anybody know anything else about Efron? I mean, do we know he's okay, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on with this guy. I heard that. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. What's the truth, and is he okay? Many speculating it's drugs and he's being turned out, shall we say? we trap moose and squirrel. Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's look. Oh, he's not well. Okay. Oh, buddy. This guy's stressed out. I mean, was stressed out before this. Okay, so first thing we see first for Zac Efron, cards never lie, my friends, they never lie. So here he is, not well. He's showing up in his own cards here. He's coming in with the worry and stress card here. He's going to be okay. He's got nice cards. So it's showing me the health will improve. I wonder about depression. I do wonder about some kind of a depression, stress, depression, anxiety. He is being treated. We see that here. There is treatment. So whatever's going on, he's being well taken care of. His end cards are quite lovely. So he comes out of this okay. But it's no bueno. Let's take a peek and see if that devil shows up, because that's going to tell me if this was an overdose or an accident or what. Well, then everybody like rags on him because he changed his face, but he said he like fell and like broke his jaw. It's like poor Rose McGowan, who was like, oh, plastic surgery ruined her. Dude, she was in a car accident. That's why she had to get surgery done. I liked him in the last movie I saw. Look at the Nicole Kidman movie. It was kind of a May, December. He took his shirt off a lot. That was nice. Just gonna sexually harass Zac Efron over here. I'm just gonna make inappropriate comments. I'm just reading here. Yeah, I think he's a good actor. I watched him in the wrestling movie too. That was a heartbreaker. I already knew the story. Secret wrestling fan over here. I like me some good wrestling. But to see it all played out was just a lot. This guy's got a lot going on. Yeah, I think he imbibed too much of something. I do. It's here. Not necessarily on purpose or to excess even, but that something didn't mesh well with him. Something didn't mesh well with him. No, I don't see the devil. I don't see the devil. But he's like, so again, we have the illness card here. He's got conflict right on top of him. So he's not a good spot. We don't like the fives. The fives are unsteady. He also gets the moon. So yeah, there's a lot. I think he's dealing with a lot. I think it's too much. And he feels isolated. He has the Hermit here. It's a card of isolation. So it's something I don't know if it was too much or what, but he ingested something that did not agree with him. Period. If I could go to dinner with any man, oh God. Dead or alive? Is this a dead or alive? Hi, Sylvia. I got your email, and I'm running behind on everything. So yes, I got your email, and I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to do that. I'm hoping tomorrow. It's been cray. Okay. Any man alive? It's a good question. Who would I go to dinner with? Any man alive? I'm battling between my curiosity and my desire to have a pleasant evening with any man alive. Because if it boils down to like curiosity, it would hands down have to be Trump. I'm sorry, it would be. I would want to know everything in person. I'd want to know if he takes his teeth out before he eats. Does he put them in the water glass? How does he smell? Can I hear the diaper? You know, when he's sitting in his seat. I would want to know that. But that wouldn't be fun for me. That wouldn't be fun for me at all. One more on Zac Efron. So I would have to say, I'm thinking of all these artists too, and I'm like, oh my God, I could pick their brains, but what if they're jerks? That's the other thing. What if they're jerks? I can tell you any woman alive at this point in time, and that would be Cardi B, hands down. Hands down, Cardi B, easy. That's the easiest choice I will ever make in my life. Oh my God, do you know who? Ask me tomorrow, I'll probably give you a different answer. Honestly, I would like to have dinner with Al Gore. I would like to have flat out dinner with Al effing Gore. I want to, like, if it was no holds barred and I could just ask him anything, I want to know how getting election robbed felt. I want to know how he warned us all about climate change like a million years ago and everybody just blew him off and laughed in his face. And like, how does it feel to be right? How does it feel to be hell right? I want to know Bill Clinton shit. I would want to know all that. He was there for all that. He's a fly on the wall. I would want to know about Bill and Hillary, all the tea. That's what I would want. Yeah, I would want all of that. Efron's going to be okay, but I don't know if he's stressed out too, like overtaxed. But this guy's going through a lot. Like whatever's going on, it's a lot. Yeah, it would be Al Gore. No shit. That's real. Well, okay. It's going to be a tie. I take that back. It's not even a tie. I have to retract my answer. Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks, hands down. Now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, it could be Al Gore. No, it would be Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks. That's who I'd want to go to dinner with. Like, hands down. Gore over Newsom. I want to get all that old 90s Clinton tea, dude. But no, it would be Mel Brooks. Absolutely. What Man for a Beautiful Romance? Oh, please. Please. And I mean, I could try to romance Mel Brooks, but I don't know how well it would go over. He seems pretty hung up on Anne Bancroft still. He said they have to be alive. Yeah, Mel Brooks. Okay. What else do we need to look at today? What have we not looked at? Yeah, Mel Brooks. No, he said alive. Damn it, guys. Oh, I want to look at Melania too. Kim says Junior is not 45. He looks more like Vince McMahon of WWE. Okay, I am obsessed with you now, Kim. Yeah, who's been friends with the Trumps a long time. Oh, God, wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh, my, can you imagine? Oh, God, but that's sort of humiliating. Gotta go find Melania. She wants to come out of the deck. That's gonna be humiliating. How can you imagine you just go from one shitty dad to the next? Like, I thought Trump was my dad, but it's really Vince McMahon. No, I'm pretty sure all of Trump's kids are Trump's kids, unfortunately for them. Melania, where are you? You know she wants to be the hoe of the tarot. Yeah, Mel Brooks. I love him. I think he's just an absolute genius. He seems like a nice guy. Good head on his shoulders. Funny. And like still with it. I mean, he's like 110. I don't know how old he is. He's old. I know he's older. But he seems like, you know, he's with it. Trump. Yeah, you know Trump had paternity tests. I heard that too, that John Cleese was a mean guy. I actually heard that too. But I don't know if it's like deadpan British mean and we just don't get it, or actually mean. All right. Is Melania a KGB agent? I kind of love these wacky questions, y'all. I kind of love them. Well, she's happy. Whatever she's doing, she's a happy lady. Oh, Melania. Oh. Okay. You guys are the best. Can I just tell you, I never would have thought to read on Melania, and it's just made my absolute day. Okay. I'm gonna tell you. This woman is literally waiting for this man to die. I don't think she's KGB. I mean, I'm gonna look for the you know, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg cards here, but she's just waiting. She's literally, this is death, and this is the card of observation. This came out right on top of her. She's literally waiting for this man to drop dead. Oh my God. Her cards couldn't be more clear. Dude. No, I don't think she's a secret agent. No, she's not. But she's getting like, why is he still? No, really, look at this. She wants him to die. There it is. The 10 swords in the back, and there's the wish card. She wants this man to die. I don't think I've ever laughed harder at a tarot reading in my life. She wants him to die. She is like, why? She's like, I've carried the burden for too long. When can I be done? It's just, got it. So no, I don't think she's a secret agent, but I wonder if she's informing on the guy. Hold on, like not necessarily a secret agent, but maybe she's She might be telling secrets to the highest bidder. She's waiting for him to die. I'm not even like she's like, no, not divorce. Just when will he die? Oh God. When will he drop dead? I tell you what, these people hate each other. They hate each other. There is no love in this marriage, dude. They hate each other. I mean, this is wild. And it looks like she's getting something for like not walking away. There's a business transaction here. There is a business transaction here. She's like being asked, like, because they hate each other. They absolutely hate each other. But it looks like he's like paying her to stay, paying her, not outright money, but like there's bribes. There's bribes here. So she has secrets. Cards are like, oh, she knows a lot of shit. This lady knows a lot of shit, although he really does play it close to the vest. But she has secrets. She has secrets. She knows the secrets. She knows the things. But she's not telling anybody, no. No, she ain't telling anybody anything. Nope. I also get the sense she might not be the brightest bulb. There is buzz that Barron said his parents had not been together for years. She just joined him for his presidency. Oh yeah, I buy that. I totally buy that. She renegotiated her prenup before he ran for office. Jesus Christ. She's renewed her prenup several times. Wow. Ooh. You know, people listen in on their phone calls? Like, has he tapped her phone or has someone else tapped their phones? I can't tell. But the phones are like, how do you tap a cell phone? I mean, I'm sure it's possible. It has to be possible. But like, these people are being listened to. These people are being listened to. Oh yeah, Barron's 18, huh? Huh. You know what that means? I don't read on kids. He's 18, right? Somebody verify. I don't read on little kids. I won't mess with people's little kids. I don't care how evil they or their children may be. But I can look at Barron if that child has turned 18, and I will do so. Ivana was rumored to be the Russian asset. Oh, interesting. He's 18. Okay, let's take a peek. Let's take a peeky. Oh, God, this man warps all of his children, although I do get the sense that he wasn't around him a lot. But this one's warped, poor thing. Totally warped. Just warped, brainwashed, not well. Let's see what his card's showing. Oh. Okay, so I can do a full reading on this kid right now. Okay, Barron Trump, very interesting. First of all, cards are showing me 7 of Cups. So not in reality. This is not surprising. Not in reality. He has been absolutely, warped. And it's weird. The mother, you'd think the mom would be like, hands-on. Not really, not so much. Although she also has leaned on him in weird ways, like, oh, it's just you and me, little man. So there's a weird dynamic with the mom, but she can also be very cold. I don't know what he's on the spectrum, but it could be, but he feels very removed from reality. Does not like the attention. Not an attention whore. Not really. Doesn't want his dad putting attention on him. Doesn't want the spotlight. Not right now. Might change his mind, but right now he's like, stay away from me. He is obsessed. There is a romance going on in this kid's life right here. There it is. He's obsessed with a romance. He is obsessed with someone. Okay. There is someone he's trying to partner up with, or he's trying to win over, but he is like, there is a crush. There is a massive, massive, massive crush this kid has. Big time. Super big time. It's here too. He's just like, and my love cards. Like, he wants whoever this is. He's like, please, 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 please. It feels more like a crush than it does an actual romance, but it's like he wants it. He wants this romance. He was warped. He's warped. I think they made him into a sociopath. He doesn't feel great. But he feels, I don't know, man, really removed and very like his mom, kind of like cold, pulled back. Lady Lo-Fi, I love this comment. I don't think he's autistic either, and I wish people would stop diagnosing complete strangers all the time. Agree. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's not in reality. He's got weird energies around him too. Very weird energies around him. And I honestly, it feels like incarnate, discarnate. So it's like free floating energy is just weird, but then he's got just all these weird family members around him. Whoa, Carol, stop. Carol said classmates say that he's off to small animals. Oh, good God. He talks smack to people, Nerdsbane says. Oh, wow. Yeah, he feels very cold. He does. Not in reality, but man alive, the big thing that burns right now is this crush. Obsessed. But the parents. He grew up entitled. I mean, that's pretty clear. Trump's pretty good at making spoiled brats. There are expectations on this child that shouldn't be there. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure being this kid. Which would they put it on him. The parents put it on him. No connection to any of the siblings, really. None. It's I mean, this is sad. This is definitely sad. And like, he's being treated like a grown-up. He's not being treated like a teenager. He's being like, you have to do this, and he's like, he doesn't know any better. But if it were me, I'd be like, hey, lay off him. He's only 18. You know what I mean? He's a baby. Lay off him. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. It's, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's always been expectations with him. It's never, but then there's this weird thing with Melania too. So it's like I said, like, oh, it's you and me against the world. You know, she runs hot and cold with him. I don't know who the crush is. I would never out his crush anyway, but he's obsessed with whoever they are. Absolutely obsessed. It's kind of adorable. But yeah, there's a lot of isolation here. There's a lot of pressure and again, expectation, like, leave him alone. He's just a baby. Nobody ever stood up for this guy. Nobody ever fought for this guy. I don't think he knows how to behave. I feel like he doesn't know how to be around people. You know what I mean? Like, socially weird, awkward, cold. Like, you get this kid on camera, you're probably going to see 1,000-yard stare, kind of a thing. You know? Yeah, it's weirdo. Weird. I want to look at a couple more things. I'm kind of intrigued now. I want to look at the relationship with the dad and the mom. Oh, what people are saying is going to be institutionalized. That would be sad. Does Melania treat Barron like a surrogate spouse? I think she has in a weird way. You know, I get this it's you and me thing. But then it's like, I don't know, man, when she's just like, I'm not in the mood to be a mom, she's just like, I'm over here. Don't bug me. Talk to the nanny. Show me the relationship with the dad. Hi, Kingy, I hear you. Dude, he has this dog has such a sense of timing. He's like, bitch, it's time to get off the stream. He knows. He knows. He does it almost the same time every time. Around 5:45, he starts to get restless. Okay. Oh, okay, dad's in the cards. Ooh. Ooh, this is neglect. This is full on neglect. Happier with mom. He's worried his dad's going to die. This could be a very deep, deep fear he has. Okay, but here's the relationship with dad. So dad is in, you saved my night, I was so bored. Well, we aim to please, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Dad's in the cards here. Okay, so what is it's literally terminal neglect. It is terminal, this is perpetual sadness. There is massive distance in this relationship. Massive distance in this relationship. And he feels like he always has to fight for whatever, for attention, for love, or whatever he wants. Now, mom, by contrast, has much better cards. He's like, I just like being around mom. Does not love being around dad. Has to lie to his father. He has to lie to him. He does. There's things he just can't, because he'll flip out or fly off the handle, you know. And he's worried about his father dying. That's a huge fear for him, which is interesting because, you know, it's not the best relationship, and yet he fears it. Let's look at his relationship with mom. Oh, tea. Let me tell you something. I'm tutoring my niece. I somehow get involved with these kids when I don't have kids. I think I said this last week. I'm tutoring my niece. I do homework every night now. She comes over every day after school, with the exception of Thursdays because I'm with you guys. And it's freaking exhausting. I do not know how you people with children can handle it. I don't know how you people with multiple children can handle it. It is utterly exhausting. Not to mention the fact I've never seen a kid eat more in my life. Don't worry, it's all healthy food. I'm not feeding her crap. But it's like, Auntie, can I have a carrot? And then she doesn't eat a carrot. She doesn't even eat 2 carrots. She eats like 7 carrots. It's insane. Anyway, I'm a little bit tired. This was like the first full week of school, and it's a lot, man. It's so, speaking of kids, it's just so much. It's just so much. Oh, ooh, okay. Wow, this is fascinating. This is juicy. I love these juicy readings, man. I love this. So who's mom? Okay, naked card. But this is his mother to him. So she is some kind of an ideal. She is some kind of a star. She's sort of lighting up his life. She is also here as mother. So she is, so it's weird because Donald doesn't show up as father. That would be the Emperor card, which we didn't get here. He showed up as Donald. But Melania shows up as the mother archetype. The mother archetype. It's really, really interesting. So she is everything mom to him. I mean, she embodies mom. I think the relationship is good, but it is unpredictable. So one minute, just as I was saying before, one minute she's like, I'm your mom and we're best friends. And the next minute he doesn't know where she is. She's gone. She's off. Whether it's mental or it's physical, mom is gone. He stresses out about her too. I feel sorry for this kid. He stresses out about her too. He lives in some kind of isolation, like he can't be reached, or he's just around people that don't care about reaching for him. It's a lot. It's a lot. He still feels like he has to fight for attention. That she is half the time here, half the time gone. It's rough, but it's interesting because she is 100% on a pedestal, and any partner I think is going to have to live up to mom. Any partner is going to have to not be dad and live up to mom. It's a lot. It's a lot for a kid. Let's see if there's anything else we need to know. I don't, a lot of people are in the chat saying, he's apparently a bad person and nasty and this, that, and the other. I mean, I'm not going to condemn an 18-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, he has so much time and so many chances to learn, unless he's a psychopath. Unless, he's a psychopath, and then not good. But he has so many opportunities, to learn, to get better, to grow. He's just a baby. He's still emulating all of the crap that he grew up with. This is somebody that grew up in an extremely toxic environment and deserves and needs a lot of compassion. And and then to add to it, then you have this MAGA shit, and God knows what kind of what I mean, just information that was being spewed at this kid. Yeah. Baron always looks worried when his parents are together, does he? I could see that. Yeah, I feel like he's just a baby. There could be hope for him. I wouldn't put him out to pasture just yet. I hope that he gets his crush to go out with him and treats them very, very well. That's what I hope. I hope he gets it. He wants it so bad. You remember how it used to feel like, right? I don't know if we have any 18-year-olds on here. Probably not. But, that feeling of like, oh my God, I have to have them. Like, oh, I'm in love. Like, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. And I'm like, oh God, wouldn't that be nice if you just got like a nice partner and achieved that and got to be, in a nice relationship. Never loved, yeah. Being the son of the most hated and ridiculed man in the world would be hard enough. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's just rough. Prayers for Baron. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, poor thing. I hope when his empathy develops, he's not a dick. Well put, Nerdsbane. Well put. Is there anything we need to cover we haven't covered before I get out of here, before I skedaddle? Gotta save up my strength for that drunk tarot tomorrow. But I want to make sure there's nothing, right? Nothing big. Elon Musk is a dick, but we knew that. Who else? Anything else? Anything going on? Anything happening we haven't looked at? Well, what with Joaquin? Has he done something? Is there something? Or is it just a general? Any word with Bobby? No. I'm going to let Bobby go tomorrow when drunk. Tomorrow, drunk Bobby. Look, I'm starting to speak in choppy sentences, for God's sake. It's not a good sign. I've had to do too much 5th grade math in the last week to function correctly. Oh, Oh, the energy feels off. All right, let's look. All right, the energy feels off. All right, we'll take it. I did read on Princess Catherine last week and the health cards. Yes, that is up at thirdeyechampagne.com and Patreon. And Charles. Those cards were crazy. Those Charles cards were nutty. Oh, because he wanted to quit the Joker, right? Didn't he? Like, there's something came out. He wanted to quit the Joker. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore. There's mood swings. There's mood swings. This man is looking for something he's not finding. Ooh, he doesn't like me reading on him either. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's got some jagged energy. Cards are showing me mood swings. Cards are showing me depression. Comes and goes, which, like, not surprised. Yeah, his energy's weird. I want to put more cards down. Yeah, no, the energy's weird. It's very jagged. I don't know how to put it. It feels like I got cut energetically. Let me see what else. He does feel weird. There's an abrasiveness to this energy, and it may just be he's like, quit reading on me, bitch. Entirely possible. But there's an abrasive energy here. It's very jagged. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, he is with Rooney Mara. That's right. Look at this. He's like working on something, like depression. He's like looking for something. There's no peace of mind. The mind is going everywhere. The emotions are everywhere. I feel like he's like stressed. Like, how do I get unstressed? I mean, there's a lot. Possible divorce. Possible. But what I mean, these are definitely divorce cards. But what I see, oh yeah, the romance might not be the best thing right now. That's kind of legit. But for me, it's more, he keeps showing me like, I don't know how to get happy. I don't know how to be happy. I don't know how to get happy. I don't know how to be happy. Where's my happiness? Where's my peace of mind? Why am I so stressed out? This man has no peace. He was raised in a cult. Yeah, this man has no peace. I will do a collective reading for you guys and just kind of see what's going on here. And again, don't forget Drunk Tarot tomorrow. And I'm open for readings for October. And I will be putting the past life readings on sale. So don't buy a past life reading. They'll go on sale tomorrow. Oh, he didn't want to quit Joker. He wanted to quit the movie where he played a gay guy. Is it because of the gay? Or he just didn't want to do it anymore? Oh, CPTSD. Could be. Restlessness. He's in the Hollywood doghouse. Interesting. Okay. Oh, these are eclipse season cards, friends. This is eclipse season. I am not doing eclipse readings, but my little sister is. So if you want to get one of those, they're $40 for both eclipses. Email me. kirstenlangston.author@gmail.com. I am not doing the readings. My sister is doing the readings. She does them just the way I do. She does them via voice note, sends them to you via email. If you would like an eclipse reading by Ember of Ember's Oracles, shoot me an email. I'm not doing them. These are eclipse cards. Okay, so here you go. The eclipse is showing up here. This is, listen, you want to tread carefully. So eclipse season goes until like the beginning of October, basically. One of the big things here is information. It's all over these cards. So making sure that you have all of the information before you do things. There's stuff that's in flux right now. There's a lot of stuff that's in flux. And I do wonder if we get out, once we get out of eclipse season, we're going to be like, bam, what, 3 weeks to the election, 2 weeks to the election. So the energy will probably straighten out then too for that. But don't make moves until you know, like, just chill. If you can chill, if you can wait and you can chill and not do things until we're towards the end of October, it's going to go better for you. Now, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're like, Kirsten, I got to make a move right now. Double and triple check. You have all the information. Just double and triple check. You have all the information. Information is king right now. The energy is strange. You're going to see a lot of people acting like chickens with their heads cut off. It's par for the course. It's eclipse season. Are these eclipses going to hit really, really hard? The one in September feels more potent to me than the one in October. So pay attention to that. And I don't know the dates. I'm sure you guys do. I'm sure you guys know the dates in the chat if you want to put them in the chat. But just so you know, information, it's all, there's more coming. There's more coming. It's kind of a volatile time period. So I wouldn't make power moves if I don't have to. You're in the middle of something. You're not at the end of something. You are in the middle of something, not at the end. Oh, all right, I'm coming. All right. Okay. We have to play Nancy Drew until October. No, not necessarily. I would sit tight and wait for more stuff to roll in if you can. This is going to be a very potent, plus you're going to get all the stuff from the Mercury retrograde. We're in that shadow period until September 12th, I think. But it's info. It's all about info right now. It's all about info. So whatever you're looking for in your life, you got a project, you have this, you want to get a raise, you want to do that, like, wait if you can, because you will get information that will let you know where you're supposed to go next and what you're supposed to do next. Fox is skipping the eclipses this year. They're not going to be gnarly. They're not. Like I said, the September one feels more potent, but they're not going to be gnarly. Okay, my friends, that's going to do it for me. I'm out of here. I will see a lot of you tomorrow, 5 p.m. PDT, Biggie and Tupac, and who knows what else. If you want to support me, you like my content, you like what I'm doing, the best way to do it is join Patreon or thirdeyechampagne.com, $11 a month. I like it. That's it. I like it. That's my endorsement for my own website. All right, my friends. On that note, I like it. It's Shake and Bake, and I helped.